Alright, how's it going, YouTube? I just bought some new goodies, some new toys. I went out, I spent 45 bucks on this box. Got some stuff from two sellers. I got a Game Boy Advance SP and a DSi. The DSi, there's something wrong with it. We'll get to that in a minute. I want to show this first purchase I bought, though. I got this SP. Came with 3 games. I got Spyro and Crash Bandicoot right here. And then inside I've got a Simpsons game. Never played a Simpsons game before. So I don't know what that's like. I'll have to play with it a little bit. But also included, I got this charger, which really just made the whole deal worthwhile. This all right here came to 25 bucks. And this is a great example of what you can find if you're not looking on eBay. If you're trying to resell stuff, look in your local area first. I'm a bit lucky. I live in the San Diego area right now. So there's a lot of people in my area, like within 30 miles, there's probably a few million people. There are people who are bound to sell things. The seller, when I was talking to this guy, he said that he just wanted to grow up and he wanted to get rid of his stuff. And I think what better way to get rid of your stuff than to give it to the community. So 25 bucks for all this. I'm extremely pleased with this purchase. And I want to show you, I'm going to throw up this right here. This is a black charcoal SP. And I'm going to throw up a screenshot of his listing to show you what I saw. So what I see there is a silver AGS-101. I thought 25 bucks was a great price to buy it. It's in working condition. It comes with games, comes with the charger. But this is what I got. And in real life, the contrast on this phone is not doing it justice. And I assume that is what happened with the seller. I can turn the contrast up or down here a little bit, and you'll see that it's more black than anything. We'll bring that back up now. But yeah, so looking through this video, it's not doing it justice. This is a very dark system, and so he pulled it out, and I was a little nervous at first because it's not what was pictured. And I said, okay, whatever. So he gets it out, he shows me that it works, he turns it on, and bear in mind, it is bright outside right now. And he had it at this angle, and this is what I was seeing. And I was like, hold on a second. Hold the phone. So I gave him the money, I got back in my car, I closed it up, I turned it on, and it was bright. And I said, I just got an amazing deal on an AGS-101. I've never owned an AGS-101 before, and this is something I've wanted in my collection for a long time, but they're expensive. I'm going to throw up some listings on eBay. I think they're around 70 or 80 bucks. If you bundle stuff in with it, especially if you bundle a charger with it, you can probably get closer to 100 bucks. What I'm showing you right now is recently sold stuff. But let me just show you, for comparison, if you don't know the difference, this is an AGS-101, and here... Oh, and let me show you the, real quick. So this I bought from a retailer. And this has some cat hair on it because my cat likes to shed a lot. So that's not what you buy. You don't buy that from a retailer. You don't buy the dust. You don't buy the cat hair. But this is the difference in quality between the two. Yeah, the little stuff is cat hair. The screen came with this. It came with this little gouge, which is a shame. This one I just bought is pristine. There is nothing wrong with that. I'll show you the back here, and you can see where I got it from. There's something weird with the sticker. This is a thing I've seen on some eBay listings, but I've never seen it on an actual handheld. This little white bar. I think there's normally a barcode there. So I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't know if this sticker is a new sticker, if that's what happened, But I mean, this is the condition I got it in with that rip in it, so I don't assume it is. So I don't know what this is. I'll have to investigate more on that. But this is, as you can see, an AGS-101. The back has a bunch of scratches on it. I'll try to find a good angle here. It's got a bunch of scratches in it, and I don't know if you can tell, but in the center, it almost looks like screen burn or screen rot on the old DMGs. But I mean, this is all scratched up. This is back last year. I just wanted a Game Boy Advance SP. This one I got from DK Oldies for, I want to say like $50, 50 or $60. This one I got locally for $25. So that's the difference in quality you can get, or at least the difference in price you can get from buying from online and buying locally. Now, to be fair, buying locally, you'll never know what you can get. I want to hit on a few more things on this one too, which is why I really like it and why I'm going to keep this one and resell this one. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the games that this one came with, I'm going to throw it in with this and throw this up on eBay. I might do something about the screen. I'm probably not going to. This one right here, the action on that is really tight. This one, it is, but it's not as much. And I might be thinking of my other Game Boy. My other Game Boy's got a really loose power slot here. But let me turn on. Well, that's with the brightness fully on. Let me try to adjust it with my phone here. There you go. But this is the difference here between a front lit and a backlit screen. It's astounding. So there's a few things I might do with this. I saw somebody do a mod on it that's actually a really cheap mod. Let me turn this off. But it's a really cheap mod that you can make the front light a little bit brighter, and I might investigate that and play around with mine. And put that mod in. It's actually really simple to do. So I don't know, I might make a video on that, I might not. But this one is definitely going in my collection. And I don't need any more than this and the other one I have, so I'll probably get rid of this one. But yeah, incredibly great deal on this one. This is probably, honestly, probably $80 to $100 on eBay. Great deal. Moving on to the next one. I decided for the first time in my life I would put an ad up on Craigslist. And I said, look, I'm looking for any broken consoles, anything, any handheld, Game Boy, and up. And mainly Nintendo stuff. Just because I know the market for that, and I know that I can repair them and make a profit, or I can keep them for parts. So this guy contacted me, honestly, a lot faster than I thought I would get a response on Craigslist. It was probably an hour or two that he contacted me. But he told me he had a DS for sale. I didn't know what kind of DS. I asked him, he couldn't answer. But he said he had a DS and some other games for sale. And he was just looking for some money. So I said, hey, I can give you up to $25 for it. I'd like to buy broken stuff. That's what I do. I refurbish stuff. Not really in the business of buying new. So I was really hoping that this would be a DS Lite and that I could put a new backplate on it, just fix it up. I didn't know what condition it was. He didn't send me pictures. Really just not a great experience with him. So it turns out it was a DSi, which was unfortunate. And it turns out it wasn't working. He told me that it was working. He said, hey man, I don't have a charger, but it's working. And I said, well, okay, I'll take your word on it. Came to inspect it, and bear in mind, it was really bright outside. So what you're seeing now, all I could see was the light. Light comes on, light goes off. Light comes on, light goes off. Light comes on, light goes off. And so I tell him, I said, hey, this is not turning on. And he's like, well, that's okay. It just needs some power, right? I'm like, well, no. If you look at the light here, is blue. And blue light is bad light when it flashes like that. If it was a red light, that would mean that the battery was drained, and yes, it would just need more charge. It would just need more power in the battery. But this is a blue light flashing. And what I couldn't see at the time was the LCD flashing as well. Or not the LCD, but the LCD screen. And I think if I close it up here a little bit, the bottom screen I thought was flashing earlier. Maybe that was the reflection from the top screen. So I don't know what the deal is here. I'm fearing the worst. The shell itself is in great condition. I mean, not anything terrible that I can see. This looks like something sticky, not a gouge. The buttons, they're nice and clicky. He also had some games. His phone was really quiet, so I had no idea what he was telling me when he told me what the games were. But I said, hey, I'll take a look at them. I might throw an extra $5 in. So he pulled these out. F-Zero, that's pretty cool. Bionicle, I didn't know they made a Bionicle game. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I don't know what this is worth. I'm assuming somewhere around $5, which isn't bad. And then some Lego game, which I didn't know they made Lego games back in the day of the Game Boy Color. So that's interesting. F-Zero might go for something too. Bionicle, that's just throw away. So I'm thinking what I might do is I might take my other Game Boy here, this blue one, and I'm thinking I'm just going to throw in all these games with it, and that's how I'm going to sort of recoup the value. I might sell Super Mario Bros. On its own. I might not, but I could probably get $60 for that bundle, which would mean I won on this deal. I still got to figure out what to do with the DSi. I'm gonna be going over on a different video. My next video, I'm gonna be going over the DSi versus the DS Lite and why the older version is worth more than the newer version. The DS Lite, in my opinion, it was great build quality. I've never really handled a normal size DS Lite. I've got a XL. I never held a normal DS Lite, and it's an amazing build quality, far better than it feels better to me. It feels better than the DS Lite, but it just can't do what the DS Lite can, which is a shame. So I'm gonna be checking this out. Stay tuned for that update video, and then stay tuned for my comparison of this versus the DS Lite and sort of the economics in play between those. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you liked it, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this, hit the subscribe button. If you disliked it, feel free to hit the dislike button and let me know what I can improve on in the comments. Have a good day.